Well, good morning, everyone. Mickey Dillon calling from Nashville, Tennessee. I am the Senior VP of Sales and Marketing with Avini Health. And we're going to go through what I believe to be the best business opportunity that anyone can be involved in truly in the world today. And you're going to hear about it in the next 30 minutes, Avini Health. Let me share with you just a little bit about my background so that you kind of know where I'm coming from. I spent a decade in the pharmaceutical industry, sales and management, did very well financially, very well corporately. But after about a decade, I just found that corporate America just wasn't for me. I was controlled by those major pharmaceutical companies. And then secondly, I didn't really like the way that the drug companies were going and really controlling everybody's health and changing the way that we take care of ourselves in our country. And so I started looking for a business. Really had no idea what that would be. I knew I wanted to own my own business. Fortunately, was introduced to this industry of natural health, natural healing, and the industry of home-based business, direct selling, network marketing. And it just made sense to me. And so October of 1991, I got started in this industry part-time. January of 93 went full-time, and I've been full-time in the industry ever since with two companies. I'm very fortunate now to be on the corporate staff of Aveni Health. And you're going to hear who we are, and what we're doing in the marketplace. We're going to cover 5 key elements. Number one, we're going to talk about the company, the products, the timing and trends, the compensation, and the training and support. And these are really 5 things that I believe that you want to investigate when you look at any kind of business. So number one, the executive team of our company. You just heard from Rick Deitch. Rick is our chief scientific officer. He is a pharmaceutical and nutritional biochemist. Rick is not your normal biochemist. He is a brilliant individual. And he actually is someone that I've known since the early 90s. Neil Roth, our CEO. Once again, I've known Neil since the early 90s. And so if you look at our management team, we have over 100 years of experience in this kind of business. Neil has run multiple billion-dollar annual companies before, so he knows how to run a company. And Rick has formulated hundreds of products that have been used around the world by thousands of people. And you're going to hear a little bit more about those as we move forward. Our home office and manufacturing facility located down in Boca Raton, Florida. As a matter of fact, if you're ever in that area, you can actually schedule a tour of the company, and it will be very compelling. What you're seeing in this slide here are just some of the machines that we have that put together our products. One of the really unique things, and I think this is super cool, one of the unique things about our company is that no one else touches our products except for Aveni. We actually purchase the raw materials that formulates and Rick formulates the products. Then we produce the products. Then we package the products and we ship them. We do all of that. And so what you're able to see, and I think one of the telling points there is that we have been in business now for 3 years, profitable, debt-free. But in those 3 years, May 1st was our 3-year anniversary. In those 3 years, we have had no product pricing increases. That's almost unheard of in today's economy. And so we know as a company, and we have really a focus as a company, that there is really a major issue out there in the world today. It is known a little bit, but it's still fairly unknown by the majority of the population around the world. And we're going to address that issue. But if you think about our healthcare system in the United States, it's just not very good. I've always said that the person looking back at you in the mirror is the person that truly is responsible for your own health. It's not your physician. It's not the medical community. It's the person looking back at you. It's us. We're responsible for our health. And that's what Aveni is addressing as a company. You see, there's one major issue, and I believe it is tied to everything that's out there from an illness standpoint. As a matter of fact, Dr. Rashid Buttar, the vice chairman of the American Board of Metal, toxicology says every chronic insidious disease process is related to that word, toxicity. $4.8 trillion on healthcare. As a matter of fact, one of the statistics that I saw the other day is that major pharmaceutical companies since the year 2000 have paid out over $125 billion in restoration for some of the wrongdoings that the pharmaceutical companies are bringing to the marketplace. You see, we have the answer to this issue of toxicity. And you're going to hear from Rick Deitch here now for 18 minutes. He's going to go through all of our products, and you will be amazed as what our products are, number one, and what they do. So here's Mr. Rick Deitch.
Hi, I'm Rick Deitch. I'm the Chief Scientific Officer for Avini Health. And I want to talk to you about our product line. Now, understand that our products are unique. These are products that you can't get anywhere else. And once you start to learn about these, you're going to find out three things. Everyone needs our products. When they find out about them, everybody wants our product. And this is the only place you can get it. That's the foundation for the Avini Health business. Now, it all starts with the concept of detoxification, because we all know that we're toxic. When I first started talking about this in the mid to late 90s, it was a heavy lift. I had to convince people that they were toxic. That doesn't happen anymore. People know that we live in a toxic world, that everything we eat, drink, and breathe is exposing us to toxins. And I got to tell you, if you get headaches all the time, if you're tired, if no energy, if you're getting sick all the time, I can tell you almost every possible disease state or symptom is either caused by toxic exposure or certainly exacerbated by toxic exposure. If you can clean yourself out, if you can detoxify, we all know that a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. So it all starts with Cell Defender, our Zeolite, our systemic detox product that has been proven over and over again in published clinical studies and in thousands and thousands of positive testimonials. So what is it? It's a zeolite. What are zeolites? Zeolites are volcanic ash. It's minerals formed in volcanic explosions. When a volcano explodes, the lava and the ash goes into, for the most part, salt water and forms these cage-like minerals. It's a very cool structure. It looks like a little cage, but also has a negative charge, one of the few negatively charged minerals found in nature. Because of its negative charge and cage-like structure, zeolites have the ability to draw to themselves and trap within themselves a variety of positively charged compounds. Now, we use a zeolite called clinoptolite. It's been used for over 800 years in traditional medicine. In the United States, it's been used for animal feed, it's in water filtration, air purification, and it's even been used in things that clot the blood, for example. So there's lots and lots of uses of clinoptolite. But we know that it loves toxic heavy metals and volatile organic compounds. And we know it's been used traditionally to remove those toxins from the body. When we looked at it years ago, when I first became the category creator of zeolite for systemic detoxification, I realized that there were two problems with the zeolite. The first is it was too big. The zeolite coming from the mine site was huge, 40 to 200 microns. We knew that it would not get absorbed into the body. The second thing is it was dirty. Zeolites at the mine site are full of toxins and heavy metals because that's what zeolites do. They pull toxins and heavy metals from the environment because zeolites are nature's filter. So when air blows through that mine site, when water flows through it, it's sucking up those toxins. So I knew that we had to do two things, and I coined these terms originally, micronization and activation. We need to micronize the zeolite, make it small enough so when you ingest it, it goes right into the body, into the bloodstream, and travels throughout the body to be a systemic detoxifier. So we do that through a proprietary process of micronization. We use centrifugation and high pressure to crush it over and over again to where our average particle size is less than 1 micron, and our smallest particles are under 400 nanometers. The second thing is activation. That's when we clean out the zeolite to get rid of all those toxic and heavy metals that are found in nature with that zeolite. It's just like taking that dirty kitchen sponge and cleaning it. So you know that sponge now can clean your kitchen. You're not going to clean your counters or clean your dishes with a dirty sponge. So we micronize the zeolite and activate it to remove all those toxic and heavy metals so we have a nice, clean, empty cage that can now go through your body and suck up all those toxins and heavy metals. Now, nobody else has this process. It's a proprietary process that I created over 20 years ago, and the only place you can get it is at Avini Health. So what do you expect to find when you use the Cell Defender? It's going to remove toxic and heavy metals from your body. Those toxic and heavy metals compete with good metals in your body for metabolic function. When you're removing things like mercury and lead and arsenic and tin and bismuth and volatile organic compounds, you get healthier. In our clinical studies, almost every patient has reported more energy during the day, better sleep quality at night, improved cognitive function. It feels like a fog lifted off their brain, and even improved visual acuity. Their eyesight improved over time. Because you know what? Everything's going to get better when you remove these toxins, because a cleaner, healthier body fixes itself. We use something called first pass zeolite, many of our other products, which is a little bigger. It does get absorbed, some gets absorbed, but mostly its function is to enable the other products to be more functional. So for example, we have our plus fiber. Now, we all need fiber. We do not get enough fiber in our diet. And the problem is that when we think about fiber, all we think about is digestive motility. Will it help me go to the bathroom? But fiber is so much more than that. We get fiber from different things, from nuts and beans and whole grains and fruits and vegetables. Different fibers do different things. If you want to have a good fiber that gives you all of its benefits, you need all those sources of fiber. And that's what the plus fiber gives you. It's clinically proven to actually lower LDL cholesterol, raise HDL cholesterol, lower triglycerides, lower apoprotein B, lower fasting blood sugar levels, and lower what they call postprandial hypoglycemia. So if you take it before meals, you have more energy after meals. Your food gets absorbed more slowly over a longer period of time. And guess what? It also helps with digestive motility. So it does also help you go to the bathroom. There's an incredibly effective soluble and insoluble fiber that you can take daily. And it's going to give you all those benefits of a high fiber diet. Then we have Zmunity. Zmunity is a blend of 7 different mushrooms along with the zeolite. And we've known mushrooms have been incredibly healthy for you. They do all sorts of things, but this particular mushroom blend has been clinically proven to have the highest amount of 1316 beta-glucan of any product in the world. 1316 beta-glucan, if I'm going to oversimplify, is like the walkie-talkie for the immune system. It's the communication system that allows the immune system cells to talk to each other. And so by taking this, you have a stronger, healthier immune system that works properly. So it doesn't cause a hyperimmune response. It's perfectly safe for anybody to take. And it just turns the immune system into an effective powerhouse to be able to feed anything in your body and to be able to function properly. So 7 different mushrooms with the zeolite that is an enabler. Then we have our line of TrimScience weight loss products. So the TrimScience is really fabulous. When we talk about weight loss, there's so many different aspects to healthy weight loss. The first thing is fat burning. You need something called thermogenesis, raising your core body temperature to burn fat. And we use guarana, which is a natural source of caffeine. And all the TrimScience has about 125 milligrams of caffeine per dose. That's like a strong cup of coffee. We also put other ingredients in there to help aid in weight loss, mood elevation, even circulation. For example, we have brivascapine. Almost nobody's using brivascapine. It's an incredibly expensive ingredient from China, from a flower in China, that improves surface circulation and actually allows thermogenesis to take place all over the body. So it aids cardiovascular function and it aids in weight loss. We also have a fat blocker, hydroxycitric acid, Garcinia cambogia, stops your body from producing new fat. So as you're burning fat through diet and exercise and use of the product, you're not making new fat to replace that. That's key as part of a diet. We have white kidney bean extract that actually is a carb blocker. So it blocks enzymes in the digestive tract so you don't absorb all the carbs you eat, and that helps to reduce the carb exposure in your body. We have mucunapurine. Mucunapurine, they call it the dopa bean. It's very high in dopamine and serotonin, so it elevates your mood, so you're happier, and it actually helps in satiety as well. So your appetite goes away. It functions to activate ghrelin and leptin receptors. So these are just some of the things in the TrimScience that actually make for a well-rounded, healthy weight loss. We have it in 4 flavors. We have coffee, chocolate, which is a delicious cocoa, lemonade, and matcha tea. And you can use it certainly once a day, up to twice a day, but just understand your caffeine intake. Then we also have our plus hydration. So we talked about hydration being so important. In fact, in many cases, if we feel a headache, if we feel tired, if we have muscle cramps, it's all simply dehydration. We don't drink enough water. And so we need to stay hydrated. But water alone isn't enough. We need to replenish glycogen and we need to replenish electrolytes in our body. All sports drinks pretty much work the same way. They're electrolytes that allow your body to hold on to more water, and glycogen, carbohydrates that drive the water into the muscles. What all those sports drinks ignore is something called osmolality. That is the measure of solid particles in a liquid. Water will always flow from areas of low osmolality to areas of high osmolality to break up those extra particles. If you look at the digestive tract and the bloodstream around the digestive tract, the average osmolality is about 250. But all sports drinks, like Gatorade or Powerade, have an average osmolality of 280 or higher, which means when you drink one of those, it hits your stomach and just sits there and gets absorbed slowly. And you can feel that when you take those products. The plus hydration has an average osmolality of 220. which means it's got all those benefits, but when you drink it, it doesn't stay in the stomach. It gets absorbed right away. And when you use it, I got to tell you, it feels like your whole body took a drink. It's a fantastic feeling. Then we have our Plus Energy. So Plus Energy is a 2-ounce energy shot. And I got to say, I'm pretty proud because energy drinks, by definition, taste bad because energy components are very bitter. We did a really great job of making a great energy product that actually tastes pretty good. And I'll at least take my reputation on that because it was really hard to do. But when we look at energy, we want to look at not just energy, not just burning energy. We want to have focus and steadiness. And so first we have boron in it, which is a source of caffeine. So every shot has about 125 milligrams of caffeine. But we also put something in it called ADX7. ADX7 is an adaptogenic blend of different herbs that turn off stress, that raise the body's ability to create energy and utilize energy without getting too stressed out by also lowering cortisol levels. So it's a really fantastic blend of adaptogenic herbs along with the caffeine. We also add an amino acid called L-theanine. L-theanine is anti-stress and anti-sympathetic, so it turns off the sympathetic nervous system response. What does that mean? That means I have all this energy and none of the jitteriness. You don't get jittery at all. So when you take the product, you have tons of energy, tons of focus, and no jitteriness. It's really a fantastic. That have the Zeolite in it as well. Our Plus Cardio Care and our Plus Mind and Vision. So this is important. When you talk about heart health and you talk about cardiovascular health, there's so many parts to the cardiovascular system. You have the heart itself, which is a pump. Just think of it as a mechanical pump that's pumping blood around the body. You have the electrical system around the heart that innervates the heart so it beats properly. It's proper rate and rhythm. But then you have large blood vessels that feed the heart and are prone to things like atherosclerosis, hardening, and blockages of those vessels that feed the heart. And then you have an entire circulatory system, what we call surface circulation, that feeds blood to your hands, your feet, and even your sex organs. And if you don't have that sort of circulation, all those functions can be inhibited. And so when I went after a proper cardiovascular product, I wanted to address all of it. And so there are components in the Plus Cardio Care that actually make the heart a more efficient pump. It strengthens the heart, gives more energy to the mitochondria with things like CoQ10. So the heart is a stronger functioning pump and can pump more efficiently. We also have components that increase nitric oxide in the body naturally, so it helps relax and dilate the blood vessels so that those big blood vessels can actually bring more blood to the heart. And we also have components, a version of vitamin C called ascorbyl palmitate that gets stored in the body and has been clinically proven to reduce atherosclerosis by building stronger blood vessels and preventing the formation of clots in the blood vessels. All very important stuff. We also have riboscapine in there, which I talked about earlier, which improves surface circulation. L-citrulline. L-citrulline does the same thing and improves circulation throughout the body. So this is a truly universal cardiovascular product that improves the entire circulatory system. Then we have our Plus Mind and Vision. And this was really a revelation for me because in all my years in formulation and product development, we had products for vision and we had products for cognitive function. And it wasn't until recently that even scientists and researchers have said these go hand in hand. The eye is directly attached to the brain. The brains are directly attached to the eye. They modify themselves with disease, so you can tell brain disease through the eye, you can tell eye disease from the brain. They are completely universally together. So if you're going to do anything that improves your vision and your eye health, it's going to improve your brain and vice versa. So that's what we did with the Plus Mind and Vision. We have things like fluoroglow lutein that supports the eye, a powerful antioxidant, and it blocks the blue damage to the back of the eye, improving eyesight and preventing things like retinopathy. So strong antioxidants there. We have huperzine, which is club moss, which blocks an enzyme in the brain that breaks down neurotransmitters. So those neurotransmitters in the brain last longer, so it potentiates better thinking. You can think clearer longer. Then we have actual neurotransmitters like DMA, dimethylaminoethanol, that feeds the brain and allows you to think more clearly. And of course, we also have the Zeolite in there, which functions to enable all of those components. So it really is a great overall product for mind, cognitive function, and visual acuity, and everybody can benefit from it. So those are the products that actually contain the Zeolite as one of the ingredients. Then we have another category called Nano Silver. And Nano Silver, we have as an oral spray and a topical gel. Silver is naturally antibacterial, antifungal, antiviral. It's been used forever as preservatives. And a lot of people have silver products. It seems like it's a commodity. But our Avini Nano Silver is so different. See, the problem with a lot of silver products is that they can become ionic. They can become individual silver atoms. And even though these individual silver atoms also are antiviral and antibacterial, they can get into healthy cells. Our healthy cells can cause damage. They can build up, they can cause all sorts of problems to the immune system, and they can even turn you blue. That's a symptom of a silver overdose. So we know that you need silver, colloidal suspension of silver nanoclusters. And we even know the size. To be effective, it's got to be between 7 and 10 nanometers. And a lot of people make the claim that they make those silver clusters of 7 to 10 nanometers. The problem is, even though they make them correctly, over time they break down, they become ionic, and they cause all the damage of ionic silver. We have a process that actually takes those clusters and it uses electricity to form a single layer of silver oxide around that ball of silver, and it stops it from breaking down. So they never break down, they never ionize, they stay in that 7 to 10 nanometer range. Incredibly effective. And like I said, it has all the benefits of nano silver: antibacterial, antiviral, antifungal. I like to say where the zeolite takes out all the non-living things that don't belong in the body, the silver takes out all the living things that don't belong in the body. It's a great 1-2 punch to fully detoxify everything in the body. The other category we have that doesn't include the zeolite is our category plus relief, which is analgesic and anti-inflammatory. It's really one of the most powerful pain relievers on the planet, and it's because of the power of cobra venom. That's right, I said cobra venom. We actually take venom from cobras and we dilute it 10,000-fold and modify those peptides or have that peptide extract, which stop pain and inflammation. This is subject to 47 clinical studies that actually show a reduction in pain and inflammation in all patients that used it, even really hard pain to get to, like visceral pain and cancer pain. Most times when people deal with pain, they deal with something called nociceptive pain. It's just pain on the surface, a cut or a scrape. And none of the stuff they take actually can affect the pain that's deep in the body, but the plus relief can. The cobra venom peptides bind to a single receptor in the central nervous system. I'm going to use some language here I know people don't want me to use in such a short video, but it binds the alpha-7 subtype of the nicotinic acetylcholine receptor, and it modulates the parafascicular nucleus in the brain. I know some people are cringing right now, but what that does is it turns the dial down on pain and it takes away inflammation. They're not just masking it. It's not a numbing agent. It literally turns down pain and takes away the inflammation, allows healing to take place. So we have an oral spray and a topical gel. The oral spray is used, spray in your mouth. It's got a lovely orange flavor. It's naturally sweetened with orange, and it goes all over the body and it blocks pain and inflammation. Now, the oral spray can take up to 5 days to maximize. You have to keep using it over time. But the coolest thing about the oral spray is as it gets to those receptors, your body gets more and more used to it. So that's the exact opposite of every other pain medication on the planet. Every other pain drug, when you take it, your body grows resistant to it. You have to up the dose. With the Avini Plus Relief, the more you take, the more the body gets used to it and grows sensitive to it. So over time, you need less to get the same benefit, which is a very cool mechanism. We also have a topical gel that's available to roll on, we follow it in an 8-ounce pump. And the topical gel is wonderful because you can rub it anywhere you have pain, and it kicks in usually within 20 minutes, affecting about 99% of people that use it. And unlike every other topical analgesic, no heat, no cold, no smell. It's just these cobra venom peptides that go in and block pain and inflammation. It's funny when people sample it because they use it, 20 minutes later they forgot they took it, and ask them how they feel. And they can't believe it because they forgot they took it because there's no heat, no cold, no numbing, no smell. Just those peptides that block pain and inflammation. It's an incredibly powerful way to deal with that. And we know we have over 100 million Americans that suffer from chronic pain. And we finally have something that we can do about it.
So understand that we have products that absolutely can change a person's life, in some cases, save a person's life. But also, when you take these products in a preventive nature, many times you don't get sick. That's been our experience as a family. We've been using these products for a long time and we just don't get sick. And so understand we have something very unique here. I do apologize if the volume there was a little bit low, but if you need to watch that video again, the person that invited you to be here can get you that 20-minute video so that you can hear it a little bit better. But understand this, we have very unique products that are based on true science that absolutely work and change lives, and in some cases save lives. Our newest product, and Rick talked a little bit about some of these ingredients, is the Plus Balance. And this has become one of our best selling products. And when you think about what you're seeing on the screen there that this product does, number one, it controls hormones. I mean, this is a big deal. And so many people are seeing great results, but it also has ingredients that can help your body to fight off serious illness, help your skin and your nails. I can tell you that my wife and I, our nails and our hair, even though I don't have hair, believe me, I do have some stuff up there that will grow. It grows rapidly but from using this product in our skin. It's just amazing what this product does. We are committed as a company to continue to come out with cutting edge, state of the art technology that will affect people when they use these products. But once again, we have bundles. The Avini Health bundle plus is something that I believe strongly that if we could get everyone using those products monthly, our healthcare costs in this country would absolutely go straight down because we would have a healthier society. So let's shift gears a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about the timing, the training, and the compensation. And timing's the key in anything, no matter what it is we do. Timing is a key. Well, it's no different in this industry, certainly no different with Avini. We are 3 years old. That's a magical number. Less than 2% of the companies that ever make it in this industry get to 2 years. Less than 2%. Can you think about that? Less than 2%. So you got a 98% failure rate. Well, guess what? We're 3 years old. We're profitable, debt free. We have passed the test of time. And what you're going to see over the next 36 to 48 months is you're going to see Avini take that trajectory that starts to grow and multiply and magnify each one of our efforts. The timing here is absolutely perfect. But the timing in our economy and around the world is incredible. Whether you like Robert Kennedy Jr. or not, every time he opens his mouth, to me, it sounds like he's talking about our company because he's tying everything that's a health issue in our country to toxicity, to environmental pollution. And then you think about the cost of healthcare, my goodness, and insurance. And then all of the issues that are getting younger and younger and younger. Heart disease and cancer used to be an old person's disease. Now we know of people in their 20s. We know of even younger than that. The umbilical cord of a newborn, over 200 industrial chemicals in it at birth. People are born toxic. We need to help these people. We do have the answer. So the trends and the timing are perfect. Training and support. I would urge you to think about this. Think about anybody today that in your career, whatever it is that you do in your career, what if today you got paid 7, 8, 10% on the productivity of that person, even though you may not have been in contact with that person for 3, 4, 5, 10 years? That's our business. And there's a training and support level here that's better than anything I've ever seen because it's not just you in business by yourself. You're in business with a team. We're going to help you build this business. We want to teach you, train you every single thing we know and more so that you can be way better than we are. And that's the beauty of this. We're going to help you. We have lots and lots of testimonials. If you have some kind of issue that you'd like to see if our products address, get with the person that invited you to be on the call. Avini Health Training has, I believe, over 1,700 testimonials on it, but the company support is here as well. When you think about compensation, I think it's very important that when we do something, we want to get paid. Well, the beauty of this slide and the beauty of our compensation plan, and I always kind of chuckle when I see this slide, is that we get paid in 5 different ways. Think about that, 5 ways. You know what? In my career, I got paid one way. If I went to work, I got paid. If I didn't go to work, I didn't get paid. It's called linear income. This is leveraged income. We get paid 5 ways. Retail sales, when we enroll someone in the business, when we build a team, when we rank up, when we develop leaders. So the retail sales, very important. That's what we're doing. We are selling these products, introducing people around the world to our products. We get paid a commission each and every time that we sign up someone that becomes a retail customer. They buy directly from your website. So you're not having to run around town delivering products. They buy directly from your website. You get paid a commission on that. If you enroll someone in the business, that means someone says, hey, you know what? Not only do I want to use the product, but I might want to share this with some other people, get my product for free. Every time you enroll someone with one of our activation packs, guess what? You get paid a commission. These two commissions are paid weekly in the company. And then here are the activation packs. We have three different levels that you can get started with. If you're looking to build a business, I always suggest the $4.99 or the $9.99. That gives you a wider range of our products that you personally can start using and experiencing right away and sharing with other people. We also, they'll get paid on team commissions. This is where it really gets exciting. If you just think about this, what if you were able to carve out 1 hour a day to put into your Avini business? And what if over the next 2 months, you found three that found three? All of a sudden, you're getting paid, and each one of those people are putting 1 hour a day into the business. You're getting paid on lots of hours a day, more than 24 hours in one day, on the efforts of other people. Team commissions. When you understand what happens with these team commissions, you truly will have a hard time sleeping at night. And then as you rank up, as you develop a business and you move through the compensation plan, you're going to get paid a bonus for getting to these different levels in the plan. And as you develop leaders and help them grow and achieve, you're going to get paid on those people as well. Once again, think about that. What if everybody you've ever trained in your life, in whatever it is you do, you got paid 7% of what they got paid on a monthly basis? And then even better, you can get paid on who they develop as leaders in the company. We also have a reward points program. That means if you get started and you're on an auto ship, which ships the 1st to the 11th of each month, you get our products every month. You start using those products. You're going to be healthier, number one. But as you do this, you get reward points, and that will allow you over time to be able to trade those reward points for a product so that you can actually get your product for free. I won't go into a lot of detail on this particular slide, but just understand this, that no matter what level you join our company as a distributor, you are getting an incredible value, way more than $4.99. If you look at $4.99 plastic, that means you personally have put $4.99 to get started in our company, but you're literally getting roughly $3,400 worth of value. There's no company out there that's doing what Avini is doing, helping their people get started. So we certainly appreciate your time this morning. Your time is extremely valuable. Hopefully this was a good use of that time. You've got really two options here now. That is, number one, become a customer. If you want to use these products, see what they do for you, that's a great thing. Become a retail customer. But we're looking for teammates, people that want to help us get this word out, help change health around the world. Become a distributor in our company. Show people how to do this. Work with us, teach people, educate people, help them around the world. Become a distributor with our company. You have a unique opportunity right here. You can be part of the foundation of our company. Today, Avini is a small company. We will become a large worldwide company over the next 3 to 5 to 10 years. You have a chance to be a part of that. Get with the person that invited you to be on the call in the Zoom this morning and get started with our company. We look forward to working with you and helping you build a business. Everybody have a great weekend, and we'll look forward to talking to you again real soon. Thanks, everyone.